Hi there, I'm Tom. I'm the project lead for the RHDS system entry. Thank you for coming to our site. We're now at the point in our project where we're able to demonstrate some of our progress, and as we head towards the challenge finish line, our plan is to produce a series of blogs where we're going to go over what we're able to accomplish in the project, how it went, and lessons learned. And starting with this blog, we're going to show how we piece the system together. And you know, it all started with an idea. We bought some parts. We downloaded some software. And here's where we're at. You are looking at our user interface. The application driving the UI is based on an open source project called Freeboard. What Freeboard provides is a method to quickly create a dashboard for the IoT project. To recap, our system goal is to measure and report on the efficiency of a home's building envelope, the exterior wall. Specifically, we want to measure the heat loss through the wall. We want to be able to give homeowners the means to self-diagnose the performance of their building envelope. To do that, we need temperature data from outside the home and inside. For the exterior conditions, we're pulling in real-time weather data from Environment Canada. For the interior conditions, we are using TI sensor tags. The data collected is stored both locally and sent up to the cloud. Once we have enough data, we run analytics to determine the heat loss, and we'll present the results on the dashboard down here. Just a quick observation, you'll notice these lines. You'll notice the intermittent nature of collecting data from a temperature sensor. The lesson that we learned is that it's one thing to connect to the sensor, it's another thing to stay connected. So now we'll move on to the gateway component. For the IoT gateway component, we're using Cura, which is an Eclipse open source project. Cura has three major roles. The first is to connect to the temperature sensors via Bluetooth, and then pull back the raw sensor data, and then publish that data via MQTT to the cloud. And we're connecting here to Amazon, and here you can see the sensor tag data coming in via MQTT. The second role that Cura plays is to basically get the weather data from Environment Canada and then publish that data also via MQTT to Amazon. And here you can see the weather data being pushed up to the cloud. The third role that Cura plays is to push the same sensor data that we're sending up to Amazon to a local data store. In our case, we're using MongoDB. And you can see that data here. And so this is a snapshot of that data. And this is the actual data that we're storing in Mongo that's then extracted and then drives our user interface here. The last thing I want to show is our device management capability. Our goal is to be able to monitor the operational status of the Pi and the HVAC unit. We're able to get Eclipse Lesion and Wakama working at a very basic level for now. We have Lesion server running on the Pi, and we have Wakama running on an Mbed NXP microcontroller which is connected to the HVAC. At this point, we're just demonstrating connectivity, and we can see that the CoAP messages here are coming in. And we're connected to our Wakama server through Lesion. And here's our HVAC unit. Okay, well, that was a quick demo of our progress to date. And at this time, I'd like to go over our next steps in the project. So this is how we see the project winding down. We're going to get some baseline data. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to have a professional energy audit done of my home, which is going to record the characteristics of my home's building envelope, the exterior, and we're going to measure the actual energy flows of my home, so that, and then we're going to use that data as a baseline against the empirical data that we're capturing with the RHDS system, and we're going to correlate the two to see how they line up. And then we're going to work on our interface to make sure that we present the information in the best light possible. And then we're looking forward to the project wrap and publishing our results. So that concludes this video. Please check out our blog. And remember, making changes to our home today will have a global impact tomorrow.